Friends, in this video we are going to discuss the question number 28, numerical problem 28 from the chapter 1 of Newton ISC Physics. The question says that we have been given two charges of plus 2.4 microcoulomb and minus 2.4 microcoulomb, which are situated at a distance of 2.5 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meter apart from each other. So what is happening, friend? We have been given two charges. One is plus 2.4 microcoulomb, whereas the other one happens to be minus 2.4 microcoulomb. So this happens to be minus 2.4 microcoulomb charge, and this happens to be plus 2.4 microcoulomb charge, and they are separated by a distance. How much is the distance given, friends? The distance given as 2.5 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meter apart. And friends, these charges combination constitute an electric dipole. So they say they form an electric dipole. See, and what we need to do, we need to determine the electric field in the broadside on position of the electric dipole at a distance of 0.30 meter from the dipole. So friends, this line which runs parallel to the dipole axis is called as axial line, whereas the line which divides the dipole axis in perpendicularly into two parts is called as equatorial line. So friends, if you do not know what are all these terms stands for, I will ask you to click on to the right top hand corner and watch the video. Now friends, any point that happens to be situated on the axial line, suppose this point, so these points are called as axial position or end on position. Similarly, any point that happens to lie on the equatorial line, so this position is going to be called as equatorial position or broadside on position. Now friends, electric field at equatorial position is given by the formula P upon 4 pi epsilon naught R cube. Similarly, the electric field at axial position is given by the formula 2p upon 4 pi epsilon naught R cube. Friends, all these formula, as I told you, is discussed in that particular video. Now in this formula, P stands for dipole moment, friends. Magnitude of dipole moment. And R stands for distance from the midpoint of the dipole to the point where the electric field is to be calculated. Now, the dipole moment or the magnitude of the dipole moment can be calculated easily by the formula Q into 2L, where Q stands for the magnitude of the charge, magnitude of any charge for that matter, whether positive, whether negative, does not matter. I am just interested in the magnitude of the charge. That is, in this particular problem it will be 2.4, and 2L happens to be the distance of separation. So friends, these are the expressions, these are the formulas, these are the terms which you need to understand while solving this particular problem. Let's proceed for it. Now the question asks us to find out the electric field, magnitude of the electric field in the broadside on position. So what is the broadside on position? Broadside on position is also known as equatorial position, friends, and the formula is given over here. So let's proceed and solve it out. The electric field in the broadside on position, let me call B, electric field as in the broadside on position is equals to P upon 4 pi epsilon naught times r cube. So let's calculate the value of P. P will be equals to the magnitude of charge, that happens to be 2.4 micro, that means 10 to the power of minus 6, and the distance of separation between them happens to be 2.5 into 10 to the power of minus 3, and on solving the same comes out to be 6 into 10 to the power of minus 9 coulomb meter. Friends, whenever you are writing down the answer to any numerical problem, please don't forget to mention the unit. That's very, very important. Now, so that is the value or the magnitude of the dipole moment, that is 6 into 10 to the power of minus 9. Now 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught happens to be 9 into 10 to the power of 9. P we have already calculated it as to be 6 into 10 to the power of minus 9 upon r cube. What is r cube? R cube happens to be the distance. How much is the distance given, friends, over here? That is 0.3 meters. So it becomes 0.3 whole cube. Now let's solve it out. So this can be rewritten as 9 into 10 to the power of minus 9, and 10 to the power of plus 9 goes away, into 6 upon 0.3 into 0.3 into 0.3, isn't it? So let's write it down again. It has 9 into 10 into 6 upon, from here you remove it, so it goes 110, another 10, and from here also again and again another 10. So 3 tens are there, so 10 to the power of 3, and 3 3s are 9 into 3, so 3 3s are 9, this goes, and 3 6s are 2 times, so the electric field comes out to be 2 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton per coulomb, friends. And that's the answer for the first part. Now before I move on to the second point or second part of the problem, I would like you to just pay attention on to these two formulas that you have just now seen. Electric field at the equatorial position and the electric field at the axial position, friends. Now if you notice minutely, then you will find that the electric field at axial position happens to be twice this much. Is how much? This is nothing but the electric field at the equatorial position, so twice of the electric field at the equatorial position, friends. So you should take care about this minute observation, that electric field at the axial position happens to be twice of the electric field at the equatorial position. Now the question says, if the dipole is now rotated through an angle of 90 degrees. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to rotate this dipole, and when I rotated this dipole through an angle of 90 degree, what happens to this particular point that we were discussing? This, let's call this point X. So what this point X now be? Now this happens to be the axis of the dipole, can you see? And then this point X is now have become the axial position, isn't it, friends? The point which was earlier an equatorial position, when the dipole got rotated by an angle of 90 degree, the same point has now become the axial position, friends. So now the electric field at point X is nothing but the electric field at the axial position. So electric field at the axial position is twice the electric field at the equatorial position, isn't it? Now what was the electric field that we have found it out earlier? Because earlier point was the point of equatorial position, that was 2 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton per coulomb. So this will now be 2 times of that value. So 2 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton per coulomb, and the result now becomes 4 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton per coulomb. So that is now the electric field for the second part, friends. I hope you would have understood how to solve this particular problem. This is a very good and interesting problem which requires you to understand the basics about equatorial position and axial position of any dipole, friends. Friends, thank you for watching. Don't forget to give a like or comment. अगर अभी तक आपने मेरे इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो प्लीज डू द सेम. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so that whenever a new video is loaded, you get the notification. Take care, and we will meet back again with a new video and a new solution. Thank you, friends.